Yeah, did you Sunday Tajasi by Kopan, Junji Tatan, the Gatan, Sibito and draw to Sangye Chodan Sote Sangye Chodan zang jie zhe Nende jiwa tano ka tini ka nechi tida ka yin chula pepa tida nam chinti ki tida nire zaba. Kanda yang da tenpe tina nama kunde nato desu bangi de tida. Kini yimdara cha talo kanka tenchin chawa sa kaba miwa jeba. Cheba meba ta meba unga meba chua meba ta tida. Chawa niji shi tenpo tida badara cha talo. 대외는 진인도 여전히 대바도 초대된 거. 대외를 하면 이제 현다 정도 예면 공부했다는 레버토라. 대외 순인지 어떤 메시지 좀 있지만 하도 무슨 뜻이. 그네 샘라서 강체를 주고 이제 나의 두지당 명망바에 있는 거 싸웠지만 대대양도 삼바지지 되는 게 생겼는데 어떤 바 자외를 넘어내게 되는 저만다담에 끝나는 거 그냥 저도 뭐 던제기도 나에게 주든도 So as Allah mentioned in the heart of the Dharma, the teaching, the three principal aspects of path to enlightenment. For general course, there's 84,000 teachings taught by Buddha that comes into, that is included in the three levels of teaching: the lesser teaching, and then the Mahayana teaching, and the Mahayana teaching Sutra, and Mahayana teaching Tantra. So that all those three levels of teaching, because the sentient beings have different level of intelligence, different levels of merits, and so three levels of teaching taught by Buddha. So all those included into the graduate path to enlightenment, Lamrim, and then the Lamrim is also the graduate path of the Lord capable being in general. Graduate part of the middle capable being in general. So, greater part of the higher capable being. Yesterday, I was introducing the capable being. Then I got stuck, explaining the ordinary capable being, then got stuck there. So I didn't, go beyond from that. I think maybe didn't go beyond, got stuck there. I think, yeah. So the because so to not be reborn in the lower realm and then you seek the higher rebirth. And for that purpose, and then take refuge and Buddha Dhamma Sangha, rely on Buddha Dhamma Sangha, and then protect karma, protect karma, abandon the negative karma, and then engage in the virtue. So, like living the precepts. Even for the lay people, then 5 precepts, or the 4 precepts, or 3 precepts, or 2 precepts, 1 precept, as one can. So, protect karma. Taking refuge and protecting karma. So, general and then more fixed one like that. And of course, there's the 8 precepts as well. One day, they have been taking 8 Mahayana precepts, but the 8 precepts are Pati Moksha, individual liberation. There's also one day, without bodhichitta motivation, without visualizing numberless Buddha Bodhisattvas. So that's also, so here, what we've been taking is Mahayana, 8 Mahayana precepts. So with bodhichitta, to free the numberless sentient beings from oceans of samsaric suffering, and then to bring to peerless happiness, Buddhahood. So forth, as well as to stop it's mentioned in the prayers, to stop the to not have disease and not have famine. And then, I think I might have to edit war, I think there. Famine, this, the dangers of fire, water, earth. So, to stop these things, you can, yes, that includes global problems. So now you can see it's a solution to stop the global problems. Yeah, ice melted down, the oceans are increasing, and wash away the cities. So problems in the West. So to stop those things, so then take advanced precepts. So the increase of those. Sorry. Then abandon 10 non-virtue, practicing 10 virtue, and the things like that. So I go into what one can. So then that's the great part of the story. Yeah. So law capable being in general. It's a big general because it's the foundation to actualize the greater part of the lower capable being, other greater part of middle capable being and the higher capable being. So to actualize the bodhichitta, so higher capable being. So the right view, realization of emptiness, so they so need that foundation. So yeah. Then graduate part of middle capable being, so free from samsara. Better aim than before there. Free from samsara, and the goal achieved liberation of samsara forever. And then for that, to achieve that, then you see. You practice 3 higher trainings: higher training of morality, higher training of concentration, the samatha, the kamabad. The which are 9 levels that we have to go through. And then the higher training of the wisdom. So, driving the rapturous ecstasy of the mind, the body. On the basis of the realization of samatha, karma abiding. So then, in that meditation, you do the analysis and the emptiness, then drive it to rapturous ecstasy of bliss, rapturous ecstasy of body and mind. So that I train the wisdom. Then it gets then gradual part, the higher capable being is on the basis of the, so gradual part of the middle capable being in general, because you need that foundation for bodhichitta. For gradual part, the higher capable being, you need that foundation to actualize the gradual part of the higher capable being. So, then you see, so here, the achieving nirvana for oneself, the blissful state of peace for oneself, that's abandonment. That is abandonment. Before it was achievement, but now, relating bodhichitta, Mahayana is abandonment. So, thinking of oneself, one's own happiness. And so even ultimate happiness, liberation from samsara, is the abandonment. To be free from that and to not fall in that, and then to achieve the Buddhahood, the total cessation of obscuration, completion of all the realizations, Sangye. So in English, or to achieve that for sentient beings. For sentient beings, it's not just something nice up in the sky and all of that. It's starting from you, all the family members, who was around the people, ants, insects, chickens and dogs and whatever, Chinese, whatever around. From there, then including this limitless sky, the numberless sentient beings. So you see, so for each person, for the benefit of each and every single sentient beings. For the benefit of each and every single sentient beings. Oh, like this. Then look for this. Your goal is to achieve Buddhahood for the benefit of every single sentient beings. No one is left out. No matter how tiny insect, or no matter how big it is, nobody is left out. Like that. For that reason, then you generate compassion to numberless sentient beings before you see renunciation to your samsara, realizing your samsara is the total nature of suffering, then because we have aversion to your own samsara, so then total renunciation. From that to achieve the nirvana, belief state of peace, power, and self, you see. But now here, much advanced, you see. Now then, when you think of others' samsara, how the others are suffering samsara, or then by using example, that you yourself suffering samsara, and that is knowing depth, you know. So then, general compassion. And when you look at others, numberless others suffering samsara, so general compassion. So to numberless sentient beings, you general compassion. Unbearable compassion. Then from that you see. So as I mentioned, the past, present, future happiness, including enlightenment, past from beginningless birth, and the present, the future after enlightenment, every single comfort, happiness you receive from every helping, every hungry ghost, every animal, every human being, every asura, every intermediate sentient, from everyone. So even there is numberless Bodhisattvas working for sentient being, but it is your responsibility. It is your responsibility to work for them, to repair their kindness and to so repair kindness is one thing, but they say so the cherishing I, then from there all the suffering comes, all the problem, suffering, all the main blockage to achieve enlightenment for sentient beings. Main blockage, obstacle, that's the greatest obstacle to achieve enlightenment, to fully enlighten your mind. You see, to perfectly benefit to every single sentient beings. All like that. So that is the source of all the obstacles. Source of all the misconceptions, source of all obstacles, even black magics, because of all the failures, not only Dharma, in business and even the worldly activities. So everything, all the failures, all the, all the problems, all the sickness, whatever. So all come from cherishing I. Oh, so then, so that, as I mentioned a few days ago, beginning was that missing from bodhichitta, oneself and others. But I think the word missing in Tibetan. Who wishes to who wishes to save, guide or save yourself and others quickly, who wishes to guide them to save yourself and others, Dādāṃ Shindu Jechava, Sangwaya Tamba, I mentioned a few days ago. Oh, one who wishes to save yourself and others quickly, and then you see, exchange oneself into others. Dādāṃ Shindu Jechava, exchange oneself into others. Sangwaya Tamba Jevacha, and then practice secretly this exchange oneself with others. Oh, so that you see, that contains a lot of answer. If you want to know, many people want to help others, but really do not know. Many young people want to help others, but really do not know what is the way to help others, how to make the life beneficial to others. No idea. So so the real secret, real thing is change your mind. Change oneself and others. Usually we live the life, let go others, cherish yourself. That's the practice from beginningless birth. Beginningless birth up to now. You understand? That's how life we're living. I've done that. So that's why we still did not finish experiencing problems, sufferings. Talking about your own suffering. From beginningless birth, Lamaji. So, can you imagine from beginningless birth? So anyway, so you didn't finish your problem. So anyway, so because of that self-cherishing thought, never give up self-cherishing thought, and or cherish this, and then you give up with others careless. You see, numberless beings are careless. Their happiness careless, in their lives careless. So they prove it. So first thing is change your mind, attitude. From the root of the problems, self-cherishing thought. You change from that into cherishing others, root of happiness for yourself up to enlightenment, numberless sentient beings, all the happiness up to enlightenment. You understand? You are cherishing, your mind cherishing others. numberless. What that is, open the door for all the happiness up to enlightenment, yourself. Then happiness to whoa, that's the way of the enlightenment. So I should have done longer, but I should have done longer, but so you see, Tabje Kunilama Rinpoche, there's a great Bodhisattva, Kunu from India, Lata Kunu, from Kunu. So, young time we went in Tibet, and from very learned ones, he learned. Received teachings and received other sort of poetry, many other things. Learned all the very famous great teachers from Tibet. His Holiness received extensive bodhichitta teachings from Tabje Kunilama Rinpoche. Buddha, so I received long oral transmission of bodhichitta in the commentary on the wisdom chapter. I did receive publicly with many other lamas, monks. I received Rinpoche himself as what is known outside Nyingma, but he knows all the four sect teachings, and when he teaches, he explained the Gelupas, the Lama Tsonga teach like this, for Satya like this, for Nyingma like this. He teaches like this. All the four tradition teachings, he teaches like that. Also, one who teaches like that, particularly him like that, then of course his own Lama. When he teaches, then Nyingma, this way, Lama Tsonga obsession over this, and all that. So Rinpoche wrote praise to bodhichitta. Rinpoche wrote. So I received from Rinpoche the lung of the oral transmission of that. So several teachings. So there it says, Kachap manju droyi. Rejen dunga kuseba, pende takso jebeshi, chanju senju kunawan. So what he's saying is that by making it in loose, and so if you have bodhichitta, well, what he's saying is Kanya Manju Joy, the mother tongues and migratory wings, equaling the sky. Sky is limitless, the equaling that. Sentient beings equaling that transmigrating mothers, your mothers. Equaling the sky, limitless sky. Then, each sentient being freeing, eliminating suffering for every single sentient being. They are numberless in each realm. So, eliminating every single sentient being's suffering. The basis to receive all the happiness of the enlightenment to every sentient being. Happiness to every sentient being up to enlightenment. Oh, the basis of all that is up to bodhichitta. So means if you have bodhichitta, then you are able to bring from that, have all the happiness for you up to enlightenment. Oh, then you are able to bring happiness to every single hell beings, hungry animals, human beings, sura beings, asura beings, intermediate, everyone, they are numberless in each realm. You are able to bring all the happiness up to enlightenment to everyone if you have bodhichitta. Oh, you see? Oh, it all depends on your bodhichitta. If you have bodhichitta, this is what you can do. Do you understand? Huh? If you have bodhichitta, this is what you can do. Not only yourself, numberless sentient beings. You understand? You have to write down that. Yeah. Really. This whole. Yeah. So. So therefore, we must bodhichitta, to generate bodhichitta in your mind in this life. That should be the main aim of living the life. You understand? What for you are living your life? What for you are being survival? Why? Oh, the aim should be bodhichitta, to generate bodhichitta in this life. You understand? Oh, everything should be about that. So whenever you collect merit, dedicate for that. So we do Changcho, Sancho, but why we done to prepare so much is for that. Oh, like that. So, so therefore, is it a more I don't remember the bodhicitta after words. So Buddhas happened from beginningless. For many eons, so Buddhas have been thinking what benefit most for the sentient being, nothing else except bodhicitta. All the Buddhas, they checked. Eons, what is the most beneficial for sentient beings? That's the bodhicitta. Oh, there's a verse in Bodhichitta, I don't know about. Yes, but chapter, but there's that is smart person. That is smart person. You see, that is wise person. That is wise human being. If you want to know who is the wise person. Otherwise, even the person plays soccer and win for a million times, that's not a wise person. Or even you can fly without wings, without hands tied with wings, you can fly. Many insects fly. Many insects fly. So it's not. Oh, then you see, even you're doing meditation, retreat for bodhichitta. Oh, if you're eating food for bodhichitta, oh, to have sentient beings. If you're sleeping, sleep with bodhichitta and have the sentient beings. Oh. No, in the Guru Puja, composed by Benjamin Lawson Tree Johnson, the Guru Puja, they took away Lama Chepa and they placed in the Guru. So that, all the past Pandits, yogis, what they practice, what Buddha taught, and what they Pandits, yogis, Saraha, and Telapa, and Narpa, and Mapra, Milarepa, so many, you see, the four, the Tibet, the four traditions. But all those who achieved Buddhahood, so he checked all those, what made them to be enlightened, all of them. So including Gawa in Saba, Lama Tsongkhapa's disciple, achieved enlightenment very, very easily, very comfortably, as my Guru, Japja Song, which said in past life, or very comfortably achieved full Buddhahood. Comfortably, Mr. Milarepa, with so much hardships, he achieved full Buddhahood in the very lifetime of degenerate time, brief lifetime of degenerate time. But Jawa and Saba, Rinpoche often say comfortably, it's full enlightenment. Then the Rinpoche was saying that, Rinpoche Kature, yeah, they're praising the Lama Tsong of teaching, Japja Song, but the purity or something like that, things like that. So anyway, so many from Guluwa also, but many achieving fully achieved Buddhahood is even in the brief lifetime of degenerate, not only one life, but a brief lifetime of degenerate time. So, all those then main things, what made them to achieve enlightenment, is by the special Guru Yoga practice, by special Guru Yoga practice. Oh, so he checked all those, from what Buddha taught, and Pandits, yogis, what they experienced, all those, then Tibetan, all those who achieved enlightenment, all that. Oh, then he collected all the advice, what they pray. So collected and put together this Lama Chepa, please the Guru. Kasure, that which gives, makes it to be enlightened, the Buddhahood in one brief lifetime or distant time. Oh, so the Kasure. So, yeah. Unbelievable practice, the highest tantra. Oh, they Kasure. That which is put together. Oh, then the Kasure, Lambrim, the particular the lojong also, utilizing the problems in the happy or unhappy life, but utilize in the path to enlightenment for sentient beings. So like that. So the there it mentioned. Rangi jebar zimbi jongne di mindo dunga jibi gyurtong ne leren dala kondo sunje te danjin danjin jombal chinjilo. So that mentions about bodhichitta practice. Rangi jebar zimbi jongne di. Seeing, cherishing the I. This is this chronic disease. This chronic disease, not only this life, chronic disease from beginningless rebirth of samsara. You are samsara. That is the whole thing, that this is the cause of all the sufferings. Sing this cause of all the sufferings. Then dala. Put the blame to the I. Put the blame to one, the self-cherishing thought. All the problems that come from that, then you put back. Then dala. Put all the blame to the self, your self-cherishing thought. All the problems that come from that, then you put all the problems blame to your self-cherishing thought. Then dala. Put all the blames on the self-cherishing thought. Then dala. Kondo sungje. So keeping the harm, the self-cherishing thought. Like you see, you keep somebody, you ask for help, didn't help, or somebody. The many stories. So any harm, the person did with the body, then you keep it up your mind, harbored in your mind of the enemy, what harm the enemy gave. Always you remember, you harbor it, you keep it in the mind. They always get angry, bad, that's bad. So like that, you see. Condos harbor it all like that, then you harm back, if you can, besides anger, you harm back. You see, all that like that. What we normally do, use that example. Or then here, Kondo Sungja, that you hold the self-cherishing thought as your real enemy, Mara, demon, keep it, you see. Harbor it. What harm it gave to you, harbor it. That's the enemy, your real enemy is that, self-cherishing. Reality, there is no one enemy outside. Only your mind is the self-cherishing thought. You understand? That's it. For example, in the bodhichitta, you see, if you make no anger, if you make mind is free, no anger, you have no enemy outside. You understand? But if you have anger, the enemy outside. So now the enemies come from your mind. Your mind met enemy outside, you see? So So you see, so you see, if there's no anger, no enemy outside. Wherever you go, east to west, mountains and cities, wherever you go, no enemy. Into the ocean, wherever you go, there's no enemy. If there's no anger in your mind, then now you can see how the enemy outside came. What do you call enemy? Come from your mind. From your anger, from your self-cherishing thought. Yeah. Now, so Nagarjuna, I don't remember. There's one by killing your anger, no enemy outside. So it's like you have killed all the enemy outside. It's like that. By killing you are killing your enemy anger. This one, killing. Then it's like having killed all the enemies outside. Like that. It's not, that's a word I don't remember. So, you also mentioned the bodhichitta. If the whole earth is going to be covered by, you're going to cover, you see, with the leather, animal leather, not enough animal leather to cover the whole earth, but its small feet has a shoes which is leather, which is leather, you see, on the shoes, you see, bottom has the leather. Then you see, wherever you walk, there is no thorns to go inside. This is bodhichitta mentioned. So if you walk with the shoes, with the leather outside, the leather, at the bottom, then it's like wherever you go, no thorns to go inside. So it looks like the whole earth is covered by leather. You understand? Like that. So means no anger, patience, no inner outside. You understand? You have to know this. So we have a car, after South America, I think probably 2 cars has that message. Backside the car, I wrote the message. No anger, no enemy. The message I wrote. Backside the car. So many people at the airport or, I don't know, restaurant, some people copy. So they learn from that. They learn from the car. Very important message. So important now. Because you look at the world, it's like boiling hot water, like that. So many hundred thousand, so many people get killed, die, suffer. So you see, so that message is very important. So you don't need to fight. You make your enemy inside the one enemy, the anger. You kill that, then there's an enemy outside. So you see, by having patience, you can't find the enemy outside. Like that. See, then I have a message in the front of the car. It says that, but that I think that might be for some people might be hard to understand. But anger might be easier, I think. But the front of the message it says less desire means more happiness. That's the front car message. At the bottom. At top there's many yeah, many mantras. So, well, I think, well, supposed to be, if insects comes, so that or to maybe purify or bless or purify or some things. Then, of course, it has nam-jalma protection. So, how many insects get killed under the car? How many insects, ants, and how many get killed? They don't get reborn. Because touching the wheel of the car, which is a big heart, which is holy, by having protection of the mantra of the Nam-jalma, long life deity, but extremely powerful purification. That is stuck on the car. So how many insects that get killed, we can't see. So they all get purified, and they don't get reborn. Without that, they get karma, they get reborn law rhythm, but because Nam-jalma in the car, so they stuck in the car, so they, even though they get killed, but they don't get reborn law rhythms, they get higher birth. So things like that, mantras in the car. People to see Omani Bembu and the mantras of people to purify the karma, they kill Father, Mata, Arahata, cause blood Buddha, disunity among the Sanghas, all those purified by singing the mantra and plant seed of enlightenment, anyone who will see the mantra. And then backside of the car, on the wheel, I have a message that anybody who see the car touch, remember, or so anybody like that, not to be reborn law realms, I think, to achieve enlightenment. So that dedication is done backside of the car, on the wheel, like that. Many people people copy when the car is parked. Or sometimes only when you go to the airport or something, drive, then the other people who do like this from the outside. Because one side of the car it says, kindness is my religion by His Holiness. Kindness, to be kind to others, is my religion by His Holiness. So one side car that, then the other side car is a cherishing others, a source of happiness, message to other side car. So there's a people. There's a lot of, I think people have to be quite intelligent. Probably just everybody may not know about that. So I have to be quite, after a lot of merit, to be quite intelligent to know how that is important. So, so even the car driving back and forth where he was going, but it's giving education to people. You see, as the world is so much suffering, so. But this, less desire means more happiness in the life, increasing, more peace, happiness. Less desire, more peace. So that is so important. Millennia, zillennials, unbelievable dissatisfaction, so much unbelievable suffering. That's because desire not become less, because desire more and more. So, then that's how the incredible, unbelievable dissatisfaction, so much suffering, all like that. So it is said in the Liberation Poem, the Suras have mental suffering 13 times more than the helpings. Helpings have unbelievable physical suffering. They have 13 times, 14 or 13 more than mental suffering, the Suras. They have unbelievable sense pleasure. The most developed country, or in our world, most developed country, that is like very, very primitive compared to Suras, very primitive. That's so very primitive, like Kasure. Yeah, people, like that home, very so primitive, like that. So, even in our view, it's the most rich and most this and this. I heard in the American President Trump's house, everything is gold. Anything that was water tap and anything gold. But the huge house that he gave his son or something, huge, unbelievable. But that's nothing. That's a total beggar, nothing compared to Sura. So that says mentally they have more suffering. Also like that. You see, like that. Human being, millions, zillionaires, greatest dissatisfaction, greatest suffering, mental worry. Then beggar, break outside, eat with their food. Like that. So anyway, so you can understand from that. Less desire is more happiness, more peace. You can understand. Psychology. This psychology is not meant by somebody, figured out somebody. No, experience. It's the experience. Less desire is more happiness. It's the experience. According to experience. For a practitioner, practitioner's experience. Not psychology, somebody meditated out like this, shoot. No, not like that. Sorry. None of that. Yes, the Dharma practitioners who renounce attachment to the is their experience. And that's the first thing, the experience. So that is the solution in the West, especially in the West. Less desire, more happiness, peace. That is the man's solution. That's the man's psychology. Psychology. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. That's you see. If you don't want a problem, that's the thing. Just there. You don't go anywhere. Just there. Inside here. You have to get a peace just there, around there or here. There or here, what do you think? There? In the brain? No heart? Why the anger comes from? No, anger coming from not here. Why it is coming from here? You see, in the West, brain is everything. But the anger doesn't come from brain, it comes here. Compassion doesn't come from there. compassion comes from here. Loving kindness comes from here, not there. You understand? You analyze. Yeah. Many things not there. Not there. And so I didn't finish. Then I think sometimes I don't know, when you drive the car, this car's message, thing like that. Or his honest thing. My kindness to others, kindness is my religion. So, I don't know. So maybe, I don't know, maybe some missionaries, maybe they don't like, because they tell his honest name. Maybe also mentioned his own name, so maybe don't like. So sometimes they say like that. Is it bad? Is it bad? Huh? Upside down. Good. And then some car, our car goes like this, then some car might be some student, they go around like this. The second member. They go like this. Second member, while we're driving. Sorry. Last one, Layan Talo, Kondo Sunjay, Dancing Dungeon, Jumba, harbor it, and the Dancing Dungeon, Jumba, please bless me to destroy the great demon. To destroy the great demon, Cherishing I. So that's the last word. So not just think, you see, whatever problems you have, with anybody, even just yourselves. Blamed I came from the self-cherishing thought, blamed to that. Not just that. Not just that, but you see, the great demon self-cherishing thought gave this problem to you. Whatever, abusing by somebody, anything. So many people criticize you, or whatever. You see. So then you see the problem, somebody angry or somebody didn't help you or whatever. So you give yourself change thought, give it to you. So now, it came from that. Came from that. And came from that that your self-cherishing thought, great demon, give you that, give you all this problem. Okay, so now you give it back. You give it back to the self-cherishing, your great demon, self-cherishing thought. See, not only the indolence, put blame to self-cherishing thought, and the harbor is not just that. The harbor is so that, you know, the self-cherishing thought is your enemy, demon, is great. Yeah, but not just that. Then on top of that, all the problem given to you by self, but you get it back. You see? You will give it back to your demon self-cherishing thoughts. I did that. Sorry. I did that, but of course it is not. Of course, it is not taught by. It is not something not taught by Buddha or yogis, pandits, or the gurus. Not that. It is taught by Guru, by pandits, yogis. It is taught by gurus. Yes. So you give it back to your great demon self-cherishing thought. Instead of taking on you, back. Give it to the self-cherishing thought and destroy the great demon self-cherishing thought. Give it back. It's like when I saw in the iPad or TV, when the America was fighting to Israel or South Arabia or Iraq. Yes, there was army place, army place. Then they shoot this long way, what's it called? Missile. Yeah, they shoot missile way long way, right on that. What is the army? Huh? Mother of all bomb, yeah. Mother of bomb, yeah. So they shoot very far away, exactly on that. Then everything became pieces. Oh, exactly like that. Exactly like that. You get a problem, whatever, you're abused by somebody or people, or even so many people complain, or criticize, or give it back to your demon self-cherishing thought. Destroy it. Oh, like that, you see? Not only happen, but give back and destroy. So like that. So so the self-cherishing thought is destroyed. Great demon is eliminated, destroyed. Even in name, doesn't exist, even in name. Then you see the real I. Then you see with that, the real I, you see, that appeared and you believe all the time, day and night, all from beginning to sleep. So the real I, because the ignorance, ignorance was eliminated, so the real I, there's no real I. You see, even the object of ignorance, the real I, you see that is that is totally non-existent, as it is non-existent. So you meditate on emptiness. You meditate on emptiness a little while, or what we can. So that's very, very effective, very effective. So now then the Kasura, manam jesung dialogue will 타의 연대 중에 고통네 도와대다 나게 달랑데 솔에 제발 진유름 So manam jesum, cherishing the matters. Manam is plural. Manam, cherishing the matters. And the dialogue with those, the thought, leading them to the happiness. Leading them into happiness. The thought, so cherishing the matters, and leading them into happiness. That seeing that is door receiving all the happiness. Because quality, 타의 연대중에 고통에 all the qualities, 그래, all the good things, all the quality up to enlightenment, all the quality, all the realization path. 그래 then, yeah. From just to make it simple, from correctly following word friend, from there up to omniscience, every single realization, quality. Then you can think all the happiness, all the success, all the happiness up to enlightenment. You can elaborate like that. Because of the happiness, up to enlightenment, every single happiness. Then 타의 연대주 고통에 seeing is the door of receiving 타의 연대. It's limitless qualities. Door for receiving limitless qualities. 고통에 도와되다. 나게 자는데 by seeing that even if all sentient beings, transmigrated beings, even they 나게 달랑자 even the rises, my enemy, even they all 6 realm sentient beings, all rises is my enemy. So let please bless me to cherish them more than my life. Well, that's practice. So even numberless, the 6 realm, numberless sentient beings, because even they rise as you are, rises as against you, rises as the enemy to you, then may please bless me to cherish them, to cherish them more than my life. That, see? So you see now, So now here's the plural, nam. But I say now, even one. You see, because often, you see, someone says that, you see, you are cherishing I, you are just one. But cherishing others, they're numberless. Others are numberless. So you see, so generally in the world, even president, who elect more, they win. So you see, so the others are numberless. So of course, most important. I is only one. I cherish whom I, but that's only one. That's not. Others numberless. So, you see, even cherishing two more than one, that's more important. Their happiness is more important. Two people's happiness is more important than you. When three people, then cherishing three people, even more important. Three people's happiness, you have to think it. Three people's happiness, more important. Now 100 people, and very important. You have to think of their happiness. Their happiness is more important than yours. Nothing like that. You see, it goes 1,000 billion. I mean, So anyway, so you can see the others. They can cherish others. How important. Cherish others, then serve others. So now, their happiness so important. Sorry. She made more noise. So you see, other more number. Wow, the now numberless sentence back. Cherish. Can you imagine? Wow. How important that is. To cherish. To serve. You to serve. Numberless sentence. Cherish. You understand how that is utmost important. Utmost important. Okay. Now understand that. So I want to bring this in here again. You see, I mentioned day before yesterday, or I mentioned that. You see, all the three-time happiness, happiness from beginningless, but now future happiness, up to enlightenment, every single comfort, pleasure, every single, from beginningless birth, what we experience, and what we will experience in the future after enlightenment, totally, we receive by kindness or numberless sentiments, numberless helping, numberless hunger, numberless animal, numberless human being, numberless asura, and demonstrating from everyone. I mentioned every single sentient being living in the ocean, under the ground, worms, insects, living in the bush, the grass, tiny flies, trees, I mentioned, you see, as the example, animal that I related. Then I explained how it came from the sentiments. I explained. So I can repeat once more, in case there are people who are not there in that day. So again, they may not understand. So all your past, present, future happiness come from your good karma. Your good karma, your virtues of thought, is a Buddha's action. Buddha's action is true. One is possessed by their own holy mind, one is within us. So Buddha's action came from Buddha, Buddha came from Bodhisattva, Bodhisattva came from bodhichitta, bodhichitta came from great compassion. Great compassion is generated, great compassion generated by depending on, by depending on the kindness of by depending on the obscure, suffering, sentient beings. Obscure, suffering, sentient beings. From everyone, great compassion is generated from every single obscure, suffering, sentient beings. So, therefore, all your, every single comfort, everyday life, from beginnerless rebirth up to enlightenment, all received by kindness of every single sentient beings, every single insect, and every single sentient beings. So you see that, so you see, and that, and now what I explained, what His Holiness normally say. Then I told you that you are most precious, that you are most dear, that you are most kind, that you are most wishful, you are most wish-fulfilling one, every sentient being. Oh, so therefore, now you can understand why we begin every meditation with the bodhichitta. Why? You understand now? Do you understand? Every practice, before we begin, we are motivated. There's refuge, there's bodhichitta motivation. Every practice, we begin with bodhichitta motivation. So through the practice, whatever practice is, even offering food, whatever practice, eating, walking, sitting, any meditation, any practice you do with bodhichitta motivation to benefit every single sentient being. Now you understand. Now you understand. Now you see the point. Why you do everything for sentient being? Why? You understand? It's life living for sentient being, freedom from suffering, to bring to Buddhahood. What else? Happiness. What more happiness you need? You understand? Now you can see your life most beneficial to every sentient being, every creature, even tiniest one, or doesn't matter the body. Because you see now, you understand now the life. Need to benefit to every sentient being. See? So, this is, you collect more than sky merit. Each time you generate bodhichitta motivation, you collect merit, cause a happiness more than sky. There's quotation, so now the time to finish here. So that's quotation from Nagarjuna, from a Buddhist, from Shantideva. Oh, there. You understand? So why you live your life for others, now you understand. Oh, sorry. So, see, so even now I tell you, even one sentence, you and one sentence, who is more precious? You or this one person, this one insect? Who is more precious? So we have to mention that, we have to analyze that. So, you see, this person who's your, probably, you know, if you have an enemy, then you think that. Somebody you hate, you don't see, you don't hear, you know. Anyway, so this person, I'm saying one. Okay. You're more precious than this person? Or this person is more precious than you? And analyze. Now one to one. The number is the same, 1 to 1. Before, you see, like the world, you know. So, one can hear numberless sentences, you see. But now, just one. So, you see, if you cherish this, this one sentient being, especially your enemy, whom you call enemy, you cherish, there's enlightenment. You achieve enlightenment. You become free from samsara, you achieve enlightenment. If you cherish, able to cherish. If you renounce, don't cherish, no enlightenment. No enlightenment for you. If you cherish, there's enlightenment. You have to know that. If you cherish, if you special, who harm you, that's enlightenment. If you don't cherish, no enlightenment. Or endless samsara. Think that. Think that. Okay, I'll tell one story. But this is very important. Don't forget. I mean, there are many stories I don't know. So I haven't read, you see. So but anyway, so one story I know that, you see, but it's very helpful for you to meditate, to remember, to help you, to help all sentient beings. So this in the Vajrayana lineage, Vajrayana commentary on deity. So female deity, enlightened being, Vajrayana. So there's a great yogi called Naguchapa. Normally travel in the sky by 500 degrees with the drummer bell, like that. So the Naguchapa came, great yogi, came to do his last practice, japa, tantric practice, japa, tantric contact, last practice before enlightenment. A place called Oji in, I think it is nearby the West Bengal, nearby, I think, Buxar, where I lived 8 years. Or the monks who didn't study Dharma, philosophy, after Tibet, so 150 monks, 500 monks. So this box. Yeah, it's near. I think this place already each year from Bombay, many people each year there's celebration, kind of celebration as well of the holy place. And many people go there. So I heard that the caves where you go on the bars, so there's a bar, iron bar, by holding them you go into the caves. And for some people in the cave there's like ice melted down like that. You say earth. And some people go there, then they hear music, symbols and drum or chanting they can hear. So for some people, no. So one, I think it's Incan Lama, but it was the old leader of Puja, Namdal Monastery, came there and he heard chanting. Then he taught at the monastery, Namdal, his own Dalai Lama's temple. He passed through a long time ago. So, anyway, there was one lady, totally full of pus, blood, leprosy disease, pus, blood coming out, totally messed up. Yeah, unbelievable. She asked, she's waiting, there's a river, before crossing the river, she was waiting there, and she asked this yogi, please take me, carry me to the other side of the river. So didn't pay attention, went straight. So later that yogi is a disciple monk. This yogi is not monk. The yogi is disciple Gitsul Tsimbuwa came along. So the lady asked, please carry me to the other side of the river. She asked. So the monk, when they saw the lady, totally, instead of ignoring, unbelievable compassion, seeing how much suffering there. But in his monk and the other lady, no thought of, cannot touch the lady, no thought, but unbelievable compassion rising. Then immediately took her, grabbed her, took her backside on him, immediately. Without thinking leprosy, get disease, spread the disease from her. No thought at all, just unbelievable compassion. So what happened was, middle of the river, reach, even didn't cross the river, but the middle of the river, but carried her, purified his negative karma. Seeing her unbelievable suffering lady, with a projection, seeing her unbelievable suffering lady, that negative obscure mind projecting her that purified. So middle of the river, this lady is Dojapamo and deity, same Bajorgini, but pig head on top, same is Bajorgini. Same, female enlightened being. The pig head, and so it's a kind of antidote to ignorance. Sentence being ignorance, So signify the pig head. So she became, actually from beginning, she's not that lady, but Gizusumbawa, mind so obscured, such suffering lady, wow, past blood, So, by generally unbelievable compassion, think so, because that purified his nickname, now he sees the real deity is a deity from beginning, but couldn't see deity. Ordinary being, such suffering, awful. But didn't cross the river, but reached the middle, totally purified, Nirvana. And now to see deity. And she took him without need to die. She took him with his body in the Pure Land, Tabakatu. Tabakatu. If you're born there, definitely you become enlightened there. But whereas Amitabha, you are free from Lordism, but don't get enlightened. Because there's no Tantra teaching. So Bodhisattvas there, they pray to be born here in our world, southern continent, where there's Tantra teaching existing. So they practice Tantra teaching, they're enlightened. So that's one reason why we're born here, is our humanity is so precious. Don't waste time. And use a make it most they utilize in the practice. Then here is Dharma, especially Tantra, all to achieve enlightenment or quickly, or if possible, in one life, in the brief lifetime at a time, but however quickly. Or that. So so she took him, she took Gizutsumbhava, without need to die, so in the Pure Land, and the Tabakatu, then become enlightened. Maybe, not sure, maybe disciple become enlightened earlier before the Guru, maybe. Perhaps Guru like that. So that's one being I'm talking about here. One being, he generated compassion to one being. Oh, the benefit of what he got, purified and able to go to Pure Land to become enlightened there. You understand? Oh, that generated compassion to one being. Therefore, in our life, to one insect, to one human being, anybody, so able to generate compassion even to one being in our daily life. Oh, whatever, you see? Oh, that's good. So that's Katsuri. You see, Katsuri, when I don't, for me, so I'm very lazy. Don't copy me, but I'm terribly lazy. But you see now, in the road, India, when these animals, buffaloes, those carry such iron bars, power iron bars, so happy thing. Then they have to pull, then get beaten. So like that, you can't help much. So it leads you to Donglen meditation. So you see, like that road, you do prayers for them. You know, the Kasure, you do prayers for them. On them, there are many prayers, Nagarjuna prayer, whatever suffering that sentient beings have, may it be ripened to me. Whatever happiness made I collect, made me ripen to other sentient beings. So you recite this prayer, dedication, you are merit, your happiness gives or sentient beings, these animals, these people, these animals. Then you take the suffering on your inner heart, destroy the self-cherishing, as I mentioned before. Also, I say like that, all the take their suffering. Take their suffering. Or, at least prayer, but take their suffering if possible. Visualize. And they give your happiness message to them. So things like that. Or, whatever's in the road, people, there's somebody, there's so many sufferings around you see. So you do like that. While you're walking, You see, at least you do like that. Practice bodhichitta. So then like this is then you see, it's the most powerful purification, and the quickest way to correct essence weight, and quickest way to achieve enlightenment. So if you train your mind like that, then that's a quick way to achieve enlightenment. Okay, so that's time finished. Okay, to reach to emptiness. They're supposed to, I said the motivation, then reach to the emptiness, but so didn't happen. Okay, do emptiness in your sleep, in your dream. Emptiness meditation, the dream. Okay, yeah. So you see, in the road, there's people who don't have legs, hands, and there's so many different suffering beings. So go there, walk around, do Tonglen, taking sentient beings, suffering cause, and you give your happiness merit to it. Then, so this, somebody can help, of course, but at least prayer, meditation, so that's. That's a story. Yeah. So you see now, even one, so most precious, even one sentient being. Cherish you, so all the suffering. Cherishing other, so all the happiness of the enlightenment. Your happiness, others, numberless sentient beings' happiness. Open the door for that of the enlightenment. Understand that. Like a genius of a Gavata, the Java Jizolo Zantabai, Tempe Nimbo Rindo Sajo. Sanje Shindu Mite. Did you all the past, best and future marriage, Kulatava, Mithira marriage, Kulatava, numberless sentiment, numberless Buddhas. Amada bodhichitta, source of all the happiness, success, up to enlightenment for oneself, for every sentient being. May to be generated in the heart of all the sentient beings, who have been my mother. Also, mother, from beginner's rebirth, being kind, unbelievable, most unbelievable, from the beginning, from the beginnerless rebirth, numberless times. So I'm sure you know more the crocodile, you know, as for the crocodile after laid eggs outside the water, and then you see, crocodile have to leave the water. So first, before you put the baby in the big water, the leg, you know, before that, what does the mother do is keep water in the mouth. Mouth is very long. Mouth is very long. So keep the water in the mouth. Then they keep the baby. Many babies are in the mouth. Sometimes the baby's leg or hand come out. So try to keep inside. Try to keep inside the water in the mouth. So to train, you see, to train before getting the big leg. So I don't know how long they keep like that. Imagine. So you put the baby immediately, leg then get lost, she will die. So I don't know how long to keep the mouth like that. Keep. Then I think slowly put in the leg, it grow bigger. Unbelievable. But I'm sure you must know more than what I've seen. I'm talking about kindness, being mother. Amazing. So this is a different beings born as. So yeah, then they take care with basically with the, with the ignorance and attachment and self-cherishing. Then they see what they create so much things come up from beginning of the birth up to now. Then they suffered. Then the result, they suffered unbelievable from beginning of the birth to now. Then this even did not practice Dharma, didn't realize emptiness. And then you see, again you have to be born in samsara. You see, to the sentient beings, like before, you have to be born again. So they have to suffer, endless again. Endless sometimes suffering. Namachin Thoda, in the name of the Kasa. Oh, bodhichitta to be generated in all the sentiments mother and kind to suffer. Oh. Then especially sentient beings in this world, bodhichitta to be generated in the heart. Especially sentient beings in Nepal, generate bodhichitta in the heart. And especially in the heart of all the students, in their heart, and then, yeah, the FMG, and then in the heart of all of us here, especially, bodhichitta to be generated in the heart of all of us here, even including our family members, those who are already dead. Then you see, some may be in the higher realms, but maybe most in the hell, and it goes animal. So we see many of them. We see as horse or dog or cat or worms or something. We meet, but we don't recognize. We see, we meet. We see, but we don't recognize. We don't know. We don't have even, not only omniscient, but don't have even ordinary clairvoyance. Can't see. Cannot recognize. No, that your kind mother, your kind father, and all that. But so you see, can recognize now. So many times like that. Kazuri. Yeah. Then the bodhichitta to be generated in the heart or any sentient being who see you, who hears from you, who remember, touch you on, who who hears your name, who mentions your name, who see your portals or dreams, and you know their heart, bodhichitta to be generated. Or then news heart bodhichitta generated to increase. All like that. Changzhou, Zhenzhou, Rinpoche, Mahayana, Numberless, Jeba, Nyamba, Meba, Yi, Hongni, Gongdu, Bewa, didn't realize emptiness. Honde, Rangxie, Dunza, Meba, Ta, Junje, Tente, Luwa, Meba, Penza, Game, Trozo, Jawai, Lodra, Gonden, Doba, Jinje, Lo, Sera, Gundun, Jawa, Tonga, Tejo, Chini, Moto, Zebe, Java, Nabe, Lanza, Dinye, Danke, Tai, Doba, Maju, Meja, Namdara, Tangme, Chindan, De La Jinje, Jebe, Nindo, Deto, Jagir, Nanju, Lazan, Jave, Tandan, Javara, Pandela, Me, Namba, Tavala, Geji, Tamyan, Lota, Mije, Jinje, Lapa, Don, Mogu, La Me, Chela, Semla, Jubara, did all the Ramere to collect about me, Ramere to collect numberless, may be able to cherish every single sentence, be more than sky filled with rich grand jewels. Dane, Semja, Tanja, Yishin, La, Be, Tanjo, Dribe, Zambai, Tato, Jabara, Zambara, so then we should pray for the world. There's some prayer for the world by students, but I don't know by heart. So I'll look for that. So did all the 3 dimensions to collect by me, 3 dimensions to collect by numberless and numberless Buddhas. May the wars that happen in the world be stopped immediately. That's happening now and will be happening in the future too. And then also the famines and disease, so all the problems come from anger attachment, and to be stopped immediately with the cause, anger attachment. Or then the dangers of fire, water, air, earthquakes, and tsunamis that happen in the world, or then to be stopped immediately. The ice melting down, in the oceans increasing, the wash away the cities, all that. Those problems that to be stopped immediately. Then may the perfect peace, happiness, prevail in the ignorant heart, and by generating loving kindness, compassion in the ignorant heart. And may the Buddha Dharma last a long time from sentient beings receive the peace, happiness, and the sentient beings meet with Dharma and achieve enlightenment as quick as possible. In the sentence, did all the 3 times marriage, 3 times marriage, numberless and numberless Buddhas. Then in the sentence being, In sentient being, who see me, touch me, who see me, hears me, and remembers me, that touch me. Oh, Katori, seeing portals in the dreams. Just by that, may all their suffering be pacified, and may they achieve all the happiness, including enlightenment. I must tell you some story. Normally, not necessarily every day, but normally do those prayers. So what happened last time when I went to Austria? So I went to Kangaroo Island. There we have centered there and built stupas and Pema statue, stand one. There's kind of water around. So I went to place, and then they come back by boat I think Adelaide. Where the boat stops, where the ship stops. So there was one mother waiting. So she came there to thank. So she had a dog, and dog is the animal giving treatment for animal. What is called? Bed. So they said the dog has no hope, will die. So take back to home. Take back to home. They didn't take care. They didn't give medicine. They thought the dog will die. So she brought the dog, her dog, from bed, then her home, and then she put my picture at the pillar, and she said the dog with blood. She said that. So anyway, since the dog stood like this, the picture there, the pillar, at the pillar. So since it was like that, so then the dog survived. Dog didn't die, survived on that. So she came to thank to me where the sheep or sheep, where the sheep are parked, where you park. So she came to thank that. And then another one in Adelaide, I think. One mother, maybe she wrote, I don't remember. So she had one girl. The girl had a heart pain, so she gave my picture to the girl. So then the girl wrapped on the heart like this. Then seems they got as the karma, but seems got better, her heart pain. So things like that. So these are what I can remember. I'm sure there are many other things. I don't remember. Also haven't heard. So I'm sure there are many things. When you do prayer like this normally, so when you do dedicate like this, it naturally helps. When you do frequently like this, so it is power. Your wish is power to help the world, anyone who has problems. So so that I would just let you know, I'm not just it's of course expression of your good heart, but I would show you some proof that it does affect. Okay. Due to all the past, present, future, marriage, numberless Buddhas, then there which exists in my name. May the I who exists in my name. Achieve the Buddhahood which exists in my name. And lead all the sentient beings who exist in the mere name. To that enlightenment, Buddhahood which exists in mere name. By myself alone who exists in mere name. Okay. Jambal bodhichitta jimbato kunda zamboten dijinda kunjijina gawa didatan jera dongo dudije jawatan jingwa gongla tudangwa da geve zawa digne zambo jera dongwa je jabo tonga namba bewada keje zama shiwa da dunja male tongwa jo na da sing edo dono deve tunya da jawo lo tongda bai tamba yo banjoro ji. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you very much.